Rebecca was soon polished and cleaned. She was looking wonderful, so Topham Hatt was pleased. "You look splendid, Rebecca. I should think you're ready to pull trains again."
"Oh, you bet, sir. I want to work right away."
"That's excellent to hear. Come along then." And Rebecca puffed away. At the big station, the engines felt rushed off their wheels and were discussing it. "I can't feel my wheels," said Henry. "I can't feel my axles," added Edward. "That's the last of the coaches," put in Ginty. "There's officially none left." "Huh, you engines are just pathetic," scoffed Gordon. "Look at me. I'm stronger than any of you."
"Then why is the express split in two?" teased Percy.
Gordon sputtered. Well, I managed it just fine. So Topham Hatt is just silly for." Just then, they all heard an unfamiliar whistle.
"Who's that?"
asked Percy. "Is it a rail saw?" asked Ginty. "Don't be silly," huffed Gordon. "It's probably just another engine. We just can't hear their whistle as well." Rebecca soon steamed in, and all the engines were quite surprised to see her. So Topham Hatt stepped down from her footplate. "Everyone, please welcome Rebecca, our new permanent express engine." The engines were all very impressed, except for Gordon. "Huh, I don't need help. I still think I could have managed it alone." "Well, Gordon, when you can't run to time, it's not that hard to see." The others giggled as Gordon went red in the face. "Henry, I want you to go to the shed and have a rest. I think Rebecca should have a trial at pulling the express today."
"Yes, sir."
Henry was relieved to have a break. "Rebecca, you will pull the express for the day. I want to see what you're made of."
"Yes, sir. Right away, sir."
Rebecca backed down next to Gordon, who shot her a look.
"Hello. You're Gordon, right?"
"Yes. Can I call you Big G?" Gordon was surprised. "Now, I'll have you know that I am Gordon, not Big G or whatever silly nicknames."
"Aw, you're no fun. I was just teasing."
"Humph, I think you're silly," and Gordon puffed away. Rebecca chuckled.
"Is he always like this?"
she confided with Edward. "Not all the time, but I think he's just grumpy, as per usual." "Oh, and welcome to our railway. I'm Edward."
"A pleasure to meet you."
Just then, the guard's whistle blew, and Rebecca began to start. But she found it hard to get out of the station. Her wheels slipped, and she tugged at the coaches. It was very hard work. "Do you need help?" asked Edward.
"No,"
strained Rebecca.
"I just need to find my grip, that's all."
Finally, with some sand, she was able to grip the rails and roll out of the station. Rebecca made very good time. She flew down the rails, and everyone was surprised to see a yellow flash. She hadn't felt this good in years. She arrived at the other end of the island in record time. She quickly turned around and refilled before it was time to leave again. Rebecca then hauled the train out, with more wheel slip. This time, however, she needed a push from Rosie. The crew didn't know what they were doing wrong, but still, they enjoyed getting to drive Rebecca and found her a smooth rider. Meanwhile, Gordon was waiting at the large town of Kronk. Just then, he heard Rebecca's whistle, and shook as she flashed by. Gordon thought he would fall apart, but was most annoyed with the disturbance. Gordon arrived in the evening at the big station, as Sir Topham Hatt was talking with Rebecca. "Well done, Rebecca," he said. "I have heard great things about you from many people today, especially about how you seem to float along the line."
"Thank you, sir,"
said Rebecca, pleased. "However, we have found one issue. It's how much you wheel slip. I've been told you need a push from Rosie on the return journey."
"I'm aware, but I can't help it. It's just how my class was made."
"I understand. We'll try to fix the issue, but for now, you'll have to work through it."
"Yes, sir. I will try my best, though."
"Excellent. That's what I want to hear. Head to the shed. You deserve a rest." He then turned to Gordon. "Gordon, I would like to have Rebecca on the non-stop service for a little while. I have a feeling you can handle all the stops, including our new airport." Gordon was not a fan, but reluctantly agreed. He, too, went back to the sheds. Rebecca was already there. She was making friends with the other engines. Gordon eyed her suspiciously.
"Hello, Big G. Oh, sorry, forgot you don't like that name, Gordon. How was your day then?
Fine, replied Gordon, and that was the only thing he said as he hopped into the sheds. He's probably tired, thought Edward.
Don't worry, Rebecca.
He'll hopefully warm up to you. But Gordon had more worries than warming up to Rebecca. He wanted to prove he was a much better express engine than her, but didn't know how. Rebecca became a respected member of the mainline crew. Her positive attitude and efforts were able to help the mainline work wonders and be better than ever. She worked hard every day, and it was no wonder Sir Topham Hatt relied on her so heavily, especially with coaches. However, Rebecca would soon learn about the trucks and all the trouble they cause.